say their reasoning. So Texas, go ahead.
Texas has decided to join on the Allied side because Germany is encouraging Mexico to invade, so we need to shut down like Germany's power. If Germany is shut down, the rumored invasion won't happen because Mexico won't have backing for it.
So alluding to the Zimmerman notes. Okay.
Also, Germany was constantly sinking our few merchant ships. This directly goes against the Declaration of Right for the neutral side. And for the economy, there are more allied countries than there are central powers, so we'll still be able to have like a bigger market.
So economically, you do want to side with the Allies because, well, you have more options to trade still, and then as well as that lurking German menace too. Definitely true. Anything else, Texas? All right, I believe New York is next. So we're gonna go with New York.
Alright, better for New York if the U.S. remained neutral. New York depends heavily on trade with Europe, so by staying neutral, New York would be able to keep the trading pattern with Europe. And nothing's really happening to the U.S. right now. I mean, the worst thing that's happened to us is the sinking of Louisiana, which in a year, I mean.
Which, okay, true, but yeah, you're right.
Doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Now I want to say a thought. Thanks, Cynthia.
Order of the court.
So, I mean, nothing really bad is happening. We're okay economically. We're not really being threatened by anyone. So there's really no reason as to why we can't just stay neutral.
Okay, so we have another country, states, excuse me, not country, state neutral. And also too for that idea of, well, economically we're doing okay. Who is next state-wise? Let's go to their neighbors, New Jersey. New Jersey, you have the floor.
Everyone in Jersey.
So we decided to go to war because our economy is mainly based on manufacturing, like war supplies. We also have many internal laborers who are not going into war with their jobs.
Okay, so the idea of the large number of immigrants would definitely be affected, and economic reasons, definitely. So they want to know your official vote. So what is your official vote, New Jersey?
Nice.
Allies? Okay, well, you never know. Some people might want to join on the south side. All right, so we're tied 2-2. Okay, let's go to California, which I believe would be the next one.
Sorry. We're gonna stay neutral, and this is underground, like, as economically we're doing great, our Asian imports, so we're transparent.
All right, economically, again, you have more opportunities to sell your goods to the most countries if you stay neutral. If you declare war, well, you have to choose one side. So economically, again, stay neutral. Interesting. How about, let's go to the Carolinas. The Carolinas, what do you have to say?
We want to stay neutral because we think that if we were to go to war, the income tax would raise, and then people would be upset about that. North Carolina is like extremely conservative, and we make our money off of agriculture, which we can still trade. So.
Okay, so another state neutral. This one for political reasons too. I think that's interesting. Trying to get reelected, are you? Oh, okay. All right. Aubrey, what state are you in?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's not there yet. Let's go to Massachusetts.
Hello, how is everyone? So we have decided to stay neutral for a lot of great reasons.
All right, let's hear
So
them.
on top of just in general, we're really big with trade in Europe, so we want to stick with the second rule of the Declaration of Rights of Neutral Nations, so that way we can continue being economically prosperous. On top of that, we have really strong ties with Great Britain, and so if we were to get into the ally side, then we're kind of segregated into that section where we kind of want to have a broader standpoint. But if we were to go into Central Powers, we'd have a lot of conflicts going to that.
Okay.
On top of that, even though our community is largely Irish American, which dominates more into the Central Power area, we are going to stay away from it because we're anti-imperialist government kind of in our senator's eyes, and yeah.
Okay.
So he's really against a lot of stuff.
And who's your senator, by the way?
Our senator is Henry Cabot Lodge, who's against pretty much everything to do with anything.
Well, he's definitely anti-imperialist, which we talked about, right? So we have another neutral state. Let's go to Illinois. We're gonna go back to the Midwest.
Do you want to start?
Sure. So, Illinois is choosing to remain neutral, and our main grounds for this is our population in Chicago, our largest city, is kind of half and half with sides in the war. We have Irish and Germans, we have Polish and Slavs. So we don't want to create too much inner turmoil in our cities that would ultimately result in the destruction of the state.
I think that's fair. And also, too, knowing Illinois, we definitely have a lot of turmoil sometimes. Cynthia, anything else?
And also, one of the progressive reformers from Chicago, Jane Addams, she actually disagrees with going into the war so much that she wrote to Wilson because she feels like U.S. is such a big country and it's such a wealthy country that it might encourage other countries to join, so just make the war bigger and bigger and not ending.
And we don't want it to spiral out of control. That's definitely true. All right, let's stay in the Midwest. We'll go to Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's going to be neutral
Right.
because our economy is mainly agriculture based, and if we stay neutral, we can trade with the largest amount of countries. So our state is home to many German Americans, so instead of choosing to go with the Central Powers and ruin our economy for the most part, we're going to stay neutral and please everyone.
So the native Germans might not like it, but stay neutral. And last but not least, we have our Cornhusker, Nebraska.
Well, my state's economy is heavily dependent on agriculture, so it would be best if we would stay neutral, because that way we can sell more, make more money, more profit.
Okay. So we're doing a lot of economic reasons for it, and I think, does anyone want to change their vote? Or are we pretty good on our voting there?
Now, are you going to do what you did last time, or are you going to throw some more stuff in there?
No, we're not doing curveballs this time. This is it. So, based on what you guys said, based on what you guys said, the vote is right in the middle there. We have 8 states wanting to stay neutral. We have 2 willing to declare war. Who are declare war people again? We got, New Jersey, right? New Jersey and Texas. Texas is always ready to fight. But for you guys, the main reasons, just to kind of recap, we definitely did economic reasons. You guys are a bunch of capitalists. But also, too, I think it's interesting, too, that you guys took into account your individual population. What's that? And the humanitarian reasons, but we had a lot of economic ones. Political reasons, too. But I think you guys are changing the course of history. We're staying neutral. Now, with that, as kind of a follow-up question, and this is hypothetical, well, what do you guys think is going to happen in the war if we
The
stay neutral?
Central Powers are going to win.
Interesting. Central Powers could win. So are you guys now, well, the vote's locked in, so we're neutral. America's neutral now. Are you guys okay with the Central Powers winning World War I?
Well, then World War II.
That's a really good question.
Think about
All right,
that.
Naomi, hold on, say that again.
World War II when it happened.
Why do you say that?
Because World War II only happened because Germany was mad that they lost World War I.
Because of the Jews.
Well, that's a little too much of a point, but I get what you're saying. So, Graham?
World War II was a bigger loss than World War I, so that's just causing more death and it's just going to keep growing.
So possibly by letting the Central Powers win, we could avert a second World War.
That was when we flourished.
And, well, hold on, we'll come back to that. Layla?
If we consider, since most people were focusing on economic reasons, we would not have a giant Great Depression in a couple of years. I mean, we probably would still, but it wouldn't be as killing everyone, you know?
Okay, so economic again, Great Depression, it's right
Yes.
down the line. Hold on, Adam and then Cynthia. Adam, do you want to go back to that point there?
If we didn't have World War II, then we wouldn't have pulled the American economy out of the Depression.
I was going to say, good job.
Good job, good job. But that's what we talked about. Right now, we're little brother status, right? It isn't really until World War II where we're considered a superpower. So I think that's also interesting. Would we be okay with not being a superpower, not being a leader at the negotiating table or economically? I guess you guys are saying yes, it is okay. So I think that's pretty interesting.
But not as many people would have died, so it's kind of like,
Yeah, but what's gonna happen to us if our country's like, just because like our country is flourishing and we're doing good, what does it matter of what other countries think of us?
Yeah, like I think everything's circumstantial, like if you're put in a situation, you're gonna adapt to that. So if there's no World War II, the US is going to find a way to still be superior in some way or another.
Survival of the fittest.
Exactly.
Now you're
Ouch.
she's bringing up
As
social Darwinism.
as what a 2018 white girl would say, you do you, you do you, and that's what the United States should do.
And on that note, let's go ahead and end it. So thank you, cameraman Anthony.